Oh, you could say this is a part 2 of that cuck shit we seen. If we look back, if we go, I should put it up somewhere. Up in here. We watched that cuckery shit that nigga Adam.2 was on. And I wasn't fucking with it. But it was, you know what I'm saying, it was real interesting. But here go like a little update on it. And we call this the part 2, cause we see like what the fuck going on about it. Because no matter what, if your bitch getting fucked, it's gonna be a part 2. If bitches just don't get fucked and nothing, and then we just run off to the sunset, somebody gotta get hurt. I ain't saying somebody got hurt, but somebody bitch did get fucked. Let's go.
It's been a couple of months. So it's been a couple of months since we last talked about a Mr. Adam.22. Last time we caught up with him, he was giving his wife away for the second time. Only this time Adam would actually be in the room, fist bumping the man while he was thrashing his wife. No guys, this is not what MLK died for. As a matter of fact, he's probably looking down from heaven like, what the hell did I do?
You asked me.
What did I do?
You asked.
I gotta argue with that. Just think about how far we came. We went from can't even whistle at a bitch. We couldn't even whistle at a snow bunny. And not getting, you know what I'm saying, getting fucked up. Now you can stroke one in front of her dude. And I'm okay smiling right now. Boy, you better quit playing. That nigga smiling from heaven right now, man. Don't you ever. I just had to sit that 2 cents in. Man, this thing. I know he ain't said it in his speech, but how would that sound? I had a dream. Little white boys and girls. Not little. I'm not about to react that dude's speech. But you get what I'm saying, though. My camera is fucking up. You trying to tell me he didn't die for that shit? You don't think that we would ever... I bet you $1 million he didn't think we would come this far. That we be niggas would be fucking... niggas would be fucking... Like, it'll get there. So... Yeah. Woohoo! That shit... Man, I get excited thinking about that. Nigga, we would just get hit, bro. You whistle at a snow bunny back in the day, you getting jumped. Now you hit a snow bunny in front of her husband, you getting a high five. That shit make me want to go to church this Sunday. Shit, thinking about that shit. Shit. I probably got to get me a white girl thinking about that shit. I'm back. Let's get back in this, bro. Hey, bro, God is good.
If I could hold your balls, and I asked you, and you were like, no.
That's all I need.
And then
But then like 2 minutes later, I was like, all right.
2 minutes later, you were like, okay. And then all of a sudden, I was like, off camera, and I was like, okay, like everything's changed, like the rules are just changing, like, and fast forward really quick.
Other than that, the only other recent thing I can think that we've talked about in regards to Adam is how he was bragging and going on and on about seeing Drake's piece.
She showed me, and the skin color matched up with the skin color that I would think that Drake's would actually be. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm sure you're wondering right now, Adam, was it big, was it small? The man's got a missile on him.
But now we have yet another piece of thought-provoking content coming from the No Jumper universe.
I wasn't finna pause for that foolishness. But I do gotta give y'all something to think about. I got this theory of, if you an over freaky ass nigga, you gotta like dudes. I'm freaky, but I'm not overly freaky. That is, I mean, but it's not even, we gotta figure out what overly freaky is. He's overly freaky. You know what I'm saying? This dude, old dude, and he love watching this. That's overly freaky right there. All the other shit ain't overly freaky. You like that. All the other shit, that's cool. But this shit, this is over. You like niggas. You know what I'm saying? Mandingo style in your girl. That's overly freaky right there. And that's where we got to start asking them questions. Is you really heterosexual? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with it though, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock it. I don't knock nothing. But I ain't trying nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Universe. Danny Mullen on the girl he's dating giving Adam a job. So I guess at this point Adam is tired of being the only cuck at the No Jumper studio. He wants to feel better about himself, and so he wants to be cucking other guys. And of course the shameless Danny Mullen has no problem being the man getting cucked.
You had Holiday on Plug Talk.
Who I like because her name sounds like both holiday and hollandaise sauce.
You asked me when we were on the Plug Talk couch what it would take for me to double team a chick with you on camera.
You're asking me how much we would be able to pay you if you were to actually I really don't know. I don't know like how many people are out there that want to see this kind of thing. I mean, maybe like we could afford to give you a couple $1,000, but I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like I would rather just pay Swolby.
Now, I gotta be honest, I've never really been the biggest fan of this guy or his...
Damn, that'll fuck me up. That'll fuck me up. You think you can fuck my bitch for free? While I'm... Damn. They don't care about your feelings in this industry. Obviously. I don't know. Let me get back to this shit, though.
The biggest fan of this Dumb and Dumber haircut. I really started to dislike him when him and Adam went on their podcast they used to have called Sledgelords, and they decided to platform this absolute clout called Sledgelords, and they decided to platform this
yeah, why the fuck would somebody want to pay to watch your funny looking haircut at fucking something? Nigga, what? Nigga. Fuck wrong with dude, man?
Absolute clout chaser. This trans influencer who exposed, at the time, Adam's longtime friend, House Phone, a man who really helped build up the No Jumper brand when it was very small, and they essentially exposed House Phone during that podcast for sleeping with her.
No, they talk more like this. Never mind.
Come on, let's hear the
No,
impression.
I was going to impersonate someone that I shouldn't impersonate.
Oh, come on. You've already sold out entire life here.
Well, yeah, well.
Did I look down upon to expose that somebody may have been with a trans person? If,
Yeah, absolutely. I sign NDAs and I take them very seriously. So just letting
you
everybody
didn't
know
get one
that.
I'm guessing?
He didn't me. Yeah.
And the reason Adam thought this would be an okay thing to do, apparently, was because he was going to make sure they censored House Phone's name. But throughout the podcast, it was beyond obvious who they were talking about. They kept mentioning it was someone close to the No Jumper brand, possibly on the staff. They kind of made a joke about this guy's entire life. And then at the end, they f***ed up by not censoring his name.
By acting weird and shady, acting like you didn't do some shit that you did do, and you know you did.
I've been friends with him for like, and I just don't want to be like
the truth
out,
is the truth.
Well,
No one cares.
but should I tell him? Should I give him a little warning? This is coming. It feels kind of weird to
Yeah,
not
maybe
tell
she's
him.
her friend. Yeah,
I-
she'd be like,
if-
she totally spilled your beans.
If you want to, I have...
But you better tell. You also should. You better let him know. I pulled up with security and I don't play. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong as hell, man. Because it's some shit I wouldn't like. It's some, I might get a little too real right here, but it's not even too real. If I got a brother and shit, and we live with, we live with each other our whole life. I didn't came in the house. I done sneak some crazy in the house before. Not nothing that crazy. That's OC. But it been some some desperate nights. You know what I'm saying? And if he was to sit there and talk about one of them desperate nights publicly to millions of people, I'd beat his fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't gonna lie, but I wouldn't be too hurt because it's like they still girls. You know what I'm saying? But and that's a dude that they referring to. But I'm just like, nigga, I'm pretty sure that boy was desperate. He had this, she. He probably had a couple drinks. She was looking like a he more than a she. And that's what it was. And I probably one night, not saying this happened, but I was probably with a some 200 and up. And she looked at 150 because I had a couple more drinks. And she ended up at the crib. Hey, I'm not saying this happened, but I'm saying this might have been. But if my brother was to say something, I'd have to beat his ass though, in front of everybody, to let you know, nigga, this is what happens when you talk about my desperate nights. You know what I'm saying? But we all had them, so. Yeah, that's not a real friend. That ain't a real friend right there. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, he'd have to. That ain't your friend right there, man.
Security's gonna have a turn. Security's gonna have a turn with you too.
Yeah, I can't imagine if he
hear that?
If he gets prior warning. I can't imagine he's gonna love that this is airing. But hey,
we
need ratings.
Now, even during that podcast, you can tell that Adam starts to feel guilty. And he knows there's going to be some sort of blowback from this podcast, and he knows his friend's going to get exposed, but he still decided to put it out, even knowing that it was only going to get like 30 or 40,000 views.
It's not about him. This is about me.
I have a feeling that this will soon be about him.
No.
I'm going to be hearing a lot about this.
And people, this was Sledge
Tell him
Lords.
to take it up with me. I don't give a fuck.
I would like to say the same, but it seems like I'm worried about people calling me a bad friend for just not editing this and putting it out.
And that's when both myself and I feel like kind of the general public starts to look at Adam differently. Of course, that was around the time the entire No Jumper universe began to really fall apart. And while Adam has done a good job of recovering from that entire situation, that huge nuclear fallout, No Jumper just really has not been the same since that golden era. And I think especially Adam's reputation has taken a massive hit. And so that's why I think he kind of said, F it, I'm going to go down with the ship. Gonna lean into the cuck arc and just try and basically cash out. Sorry for sidetracking y'all so much, but basically I'm trying to say, to me, this guy and Adam snaked house phone.
I'm not a normal star.
I know, and I feel like in a lot of ways you might be less valuable than a normal.
Dude, I put asses in seats. I put eyeballs on screen. I feel like they would pay premium prices, maybe up to $100 a head, to watch you and I throat. Insert name here.
Okay, let's take you out of the equation.
I don't like that so far.
Listen, if you are a grown man paying any amount of money, much less $100, to watch Adam and his Jim Carrey-looking friends some girl, you do not deserve to be breathing pure oxygen. As a matter of fact, you're just kind of a waste of life. And here's where the degeneracy really begins, I guess kind of the embarrassment of Danny Mullen, where Adam talks about how this girl that he's been seeing went a little crazy during their scene together, while Danny was off in the other room.
I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked into it. But let's talk about your girlfriend licking my butthole.
Just an insane f***ing sentence that I'm sure...
Your girlfriend licking my butthole.
Just an insane f***ing sentence that I'm sure Adam could not wait.
That is a very crazy sentence, man. And I think that's like some cold shit. Like, that's some shit that I just don't know, bro. Sometimes I just be like, what the fuck? Sometimes it make me feel like I ain't lived life yet. I can't say shit like that. I mean, it just make you feel like they just, not even I ain't lived life yet, but just more like they're just living in two different spaces in the world, or in the fucking universe, some shit. Like, this is what this nigga said. And then I'm gonna start this shit again. Let's talk about your girlfriend licking my butthole. Like, what? They too deep in over there. Pause.
To say. Adam could not wait to say.
I was already close to walking out of here as it was. But you bring that shit up again, and that's disrespectful of a tone, dude.
How many times have you had sex with Holly?
A couple of times.
Nice. That's a good number. Couple.
So did he get mad about his girl? Did he just get mad at him for saying something that his girl did on camera? And really, bro, we like to say is these girls doing too much, but it's what us niggas is allowing these girls to do. Like, you let a girl put you in position to let a nigga say that to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, a nigga, like, why would you want any guy that ever come before you saying, or not even before you? This nigga, not only can he say that your girl ate his butt, he got video evidence of this shit. And then he said it out loud and you didn't swing? I'd have karate kicked his ass right there. I would have finished him right there. Yeah, nigga. Blue Kang his ass. Bro, what the fuck is these niggas on out there, man?
So the guy's basically out here trying to change the subject. I don't think he wants this cuck narrative to be surrounding his name, especially when you're out here getting cucked by the head cuck himself. But Adam's not having any of that, and he's like, no, let's steer the conversation back to your cucking, back to the embarrassment. I really need to get this off.
Sides to it.
So your girlfriend was on her knees giving me on that Plug Talk couch. And I start to do
I will throw this in your face right now.
I start to do a little motion.
It's about 80 degrees.
I start to lift my leg. And she thinks that I'm trying to get her to sit on top of me and ride my...
Yeah, what were you actually trying to do?
I'm not. I'm trying to get my ass licked. I don't know if you forgot, but I told you beforehand that I was going to go in the bathroom, and it actually ended up on your Patreon. Pause. But I took the baby wipes, and I was jamming the baby wipes halfway up because I was really trying to make sure that I had a nice clean area for her to tongue down, and she did. So that was very...
This is the current state of No Jumper, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for this guy Danny Mullen, it's like, dude, have some respect for yourself. Your girl was out here tongue-punching Adam's fart box, and you still kissed her the next day? I mean, this is just beyond degenerate, even for Mr. Adam 22.
It hurt enough when you actually did it in person, but you bringing it up now is completely uncalled for and over the line.
I also feel like I might have kissed her more than I've ever kissed a girl that I did a scene with, just because, I don't know, the ass licking plus the fact that I knew you were in the other room.
Trying to get in desperately. You had to move the Coke machine to block the door.
No, it was a fridge, but I jiggled the fridge and moved the fridge right in front of the door so that you wouldn't be able to get in.
Listen, dude, do you want to catch these fists outside?
So you're telling me this man was outside the door desperately trying to get in like the last scene in Ex Machina? While Adam is in there piping his girl, she's licking his ass. I'm not gonna lie, if they would have got like a visual of that, him banging on the door during the scene, that might have somehow been more embarrassing than what Adam has endured over the last calendar year. But I guess at least this is just like some random hoe he's dating. It's not like he went and married this woman. And even for the girls, it's like, yes, I know the residual money you get from doing his Plug Talk show towards your OF is probably really good. But even then, like, somehow have some respect for yourself. Jesus Christ.
Do you want to get these bony paws on your chin?
I'm trying to help Holly win. I'm trying to make sure that Holly
but
blows up further through licking muscle. It's crazy that works.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Because there's going to be some trickle-down money if she's my new sugar mama. But you don't have to keep rubbing it in my face like she rubbed her face in your asshole on Friday. It's a dick move, bro.
Dude, just please have some respect for yourself. Oh my god. It does not shock me at all that two degens like this would be completely fine with exposing their coworker, their longtime friend.
And I don't think you should let the fact that she was tongue deep in my asshole, I don't think you should let that stop you from enjoying her company.
Yeah, so Adam does not want to be the only cuck in town.
Did you have to paint that vulgar picture for us?
You could have said, for the audience, yes.
You could have just said...
I mean, not only did he paint it, I'm sure that it's willingly out there if you want to go and check it out.
I feel like you're turned on by her career. I feel like you belong in the Cut Club with me and Destiny and Sneeko.
Told you guys.
Do you want to join?
That's good company, man. I wouldn't hate that.
I didn't even stop it because it was a lot of times I could have stopped it, but I'm just as lost as y'all guys, man. Like, I couldn't even think it would have got, like, this shit got deeper. So they saying this nigga was in the other room banging on the door while his girl was chowing down on some butt. This thing about how just crazy that just sound coming off, you know what I'm saying, me saying that. It's crazy. Oh my God. It's like I got 4th-degree burn from that shit, bro. I can feel the passive aggressiveness in that room. I don't know, man. But I'm lost of words, so I can't come up with no more words. That was sick. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my video for next time. Watch the old Cuck shit. And then sit back and ask me why am I so fucking lost right now. I'm done with all the cuckery, bro. Like I didn't even know it get this deep. You got Cucks hitting other Cucks girls. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Loaded up, young nigga, let it get loaded up, pour some drink, yeah, I pour. In it tonight in the streets, I'm